This is Shirley Diaz with IDS403, preparing for the future. Video Blog 2, Digital Identity. Our digital identity is a permanent collection of data about us that is available online. Each time we post a picture, a blog, a status, or a tweet, we are adding to our digital identity. My digital identity is limited because of my life status and career. I'm not at liberty to divulge information about certain life events or events that I may attend. However, I am able to connect with my family more through my digital identity. My real-world self is more active as I do not spend my entire day posting on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or any of the other online social media outlets. Technology will, however, enable diverse cultures to collaborate more efficiently and in every sphere. It will bring people and organizations together and closer. Technology enables me to communicate freely with my friends and family. It allows me to teach and research anything that my son may want to know or myself may want to know. Technology enables me to be more efficient with my job also, with communication channels that are more open and the ability to communicate with others in other countries and other states. It's very helpful. We gain our self-identities in two ways. First, as we develop self-awareness, we observe and evaluate our thoughts, our feelings, and our behavior based on past experience, current needs, and our future goals. We also look outward into the world in which we live, for example, social, academic, and physical, for feedback that also shapes our self-identities. Because we're essentially social beings, and a vital part of our development involves finding our place in the social and cultural context in which we live, that feedback in the social world plays a significant role in the evolution of our self-identities. Other people seem to have other priorities when it comes to their online identity, as they portray, how will others look at me? Or, how can I ensure that others view me positively? Or, will they really like that? How will they like me? The goal for many now in their use of social media becomes how they can be accepted, their popularity and status, and by extension, their self-esteem through their profiles and postings. Self-awareness and self-expression give way to impression management and self-promotion. Because our social worlds have expanded dramatically in the last few decades, from our families and friends, our neighborhoods and schools, to an almost limitless universe of people due to the explosion of the internet and social media. It isn't difficult to see how external forces may now be gaining the inconsistent influence over our self-identities compared to previous generations. These social influences, accelerated by the recent explosion of technology, may be shaping our self-identities in which most of us aren't even a bit aware. We come to see our identities as those we would like to have or that we would want people to see rather than who we really are. When we feel compelled to promote and market these identities through social media, the line between person and persona, private and public self, become blurred or erased completely, and the so-called self-identity becomes a means of our acceptance and status. Ironically, in striving for approval by our social world through technology and in seeking uniqueness that enables us to stand out in the densely populated world, we unwittingly sacrifice our true self-identities and uniqueness and shape our identities to conform to what the digital world views as acceptable. In doing so, we relinquish our specialness, our uniqueness that we hold so dear. Christine Rosen, author of the 2007 article, The New Atlantis, notes, "Indeed, this is one of the characteristics of MySpace. It is an overwhelmingly dull sea of monotonous ununiqueness, of conventional individuality, of distinct sameness. There are two really sad things about this unintended consequence of the use of these emerging technologies. First, most people have no idea of the dramatic changes that are occurring slowly, yet inevitably, within them. Second, this shift in identity from internally derived to externally driven can't be good for us as individuals, nor for us as a society. My behavior is the same regardless if it is in public or in private. I choose not to say or respond to people who are inherently being negative, dramatic, obnoxious, or to put it plain and simple, stupid. Just like I am in public or in reality, I don't make time for it. My digital identity is less than who I am in reality. Why would I want to showcase my entire life online for anyone to see? Is anything private anymore? Apparently not. As I'm reading through Facebook and Instagram, I'm reading snippets of people's lives that, in my opinion, should not be shared. And I don't share mine. Thank you.